Today guys, once again I'm with Toyota Eco. As I made annual inspection for this car, so it had been failed in the inspection. The reason they said was this rubber bushing, which is located over here in this car, somewhere over here, where the suspension, the rear suspension, is married with the chassis. So that had been broken from inside, and this is the new part which I just bought for the both sides, and I will replace that part and will show you how to replace these parts. To remove that rubber bushing from the chassis, or from the arm, which is located over here, and this one is the rubber, of course, and here is the bolt, 17mm and head bolt. So we have to remove this all suspension part from the car, because without removing this it's not possible, because we will have to remove this part using some press, hydraulic press. This is badly embedded in, so we will remove by force. For this purpose, what we have to do is we have to open so many things. First is this one. This is the parking brake cable, so we have to remove the nut for that. Everything is rusty and jammed, so by this way how to remove it. Very hot. So the next thing is, of course, to remove this one holding plate, which is located here, and this is holding this brake fluid, the pedal brake fluid line. So we have to remove it using some screwdriver and have to pry it out, something like this. Pry it off from position like this, and now if I will wiggle it, this should come off. So it came off, and of course this will need to remove this line adapter from here. I will open it using some 8mm, because these are normally 8mm in size, and then we'll pry this line off so that this will not come in the way. But at the moment what I'm going to do is I have to remove one bolt over here also. This is the bolt which is 19mm or 17mm in size, so I will using my wrench. Yeah, this is 17mm of course in size, so 17mm I have to open it. But I'm first removing this. But removing it, first we have to remove this bolt, which is of course 17mm and the head bolt. So inside, first I have to remove that, and then I will remove that also. Now it's loose. So here is that bolt. I'm going to remove it. As you can see, this is the rubber which had hold. So I'm going to remove this bolt. I'm going to lose it, and this is what is the part I showed you before. So this process will be for the both sides, the other side also, and this central beam will be removed along with both sides and the both wheel assemblies. This whole thing will be removed from. So I'm going to show the rest of the procedure to you. So removing that bolt from there, I have to hold this this brake fluid line in my vice grip so that it should not leak. The fluid could not leak from there. So I'm pressing it against, and now it's pressed, and now it's easy to open this from there. But I tried it over here, I was not able to open it. Instead this bolt went bad in the process, and now I could open it from here using my 10mm spanner. I just lose it, and by this way I have to open it. So now it's removed from the wheel and removed it by this way with the vehicle. So it will be with the vehicle, it will not be with the suspension now. So this had been removed. Now is the time to remove this one, which is of course the parking brake cable, but for this purpose I will remove this and will release it from the inside, because this is with the brake inside. And then afterwards I will remove the other components, the other bolts, nuts, and will remove this whole assembly. I will do this for the both sides, the other side also. To remove this parking brake cable from the brake, I have to release all these parts. As you can see, these brake parts, these brake leathers, I already released them, and now I'm going to remove this cable. So it will be something like this. It will come off, and now these both parts I have to put them inside and take care of them, because sometimes they are going out of control as we are dismantling them, and then assembly is a bit difficult. So that I will take care. And for the removal of this cable, I have to remove one 10mm bolt here. I already lose it up, and now remove it and put it aside. And then of course I have to wiggle this cable out from the assembly, from the drum, so it come off. As you can see, now it's opened. Both cables for the brake, one hose and one cable, they have been removed from, and now it's easy to remove this thing from the vehicle. But for sure the other side I will do the same thing. So it's not a easy job, it's not a small work, instead it's a very much big work to do. That's why they are charging big amount for this. And now I'm going to do for the other wheel, and then we'll drop down the whole assembly. So here is this merit part unmarried, you can see, from the car, and it had been removed only on shock absorber. This had been pivot. So here you can see these are the springs that had been dropped down, but it was an accident while it had been dropped down. My fingers only little bit, I got a scratch over here, but everything saved, no catastrophe. So it was, and everything had been dropped down, you can see, while I removed this jack from the underneath. So this is what is the lower arm, you can see, and the rubber is there. We will replace that, and now I'm going to remove it from there and from the other side, of course. So now you can see springs are there underneath, and this part, the suspension part, I removed from the car. And here is the rubber which had been broken. Just I have to show you on camera. This is what is the broken part, and the other side also. Same way they have marked it yellow. You can see it's a broken part. So here this rubber is broken. We will replace both of these. And what my replacement part is, that is the odd ball actually. This is what I brought it, but it is not fixing. It is not fixing there. You can see this is smaller enough. It should come like this, 1.5 inch. It's smaller from the original which has been installed. So I will replace that part with the other exact counterpart, which will come over here and will be fixed. So for this purpose I will remove this part and will take it with me, and then we'll bring another replacement part for this.